Alright, what's happening, guys? Trev back again here to bring you another video. So this will be my first video from my new channel updates video that I did 2 videos ago, asking for video ideas from you guys, from subscribers. So any other video ideas, please go to that video and write them in there, and if I can talk about them and I'm interested, I will do them. This is proof. So this is going to be a review for trailer number 3 of the Amazing Spider-Man movie, which comes out July 3rd, 2012. So there's been 3 trailers at this point. I'm not sure if this is going to be the last one or if they might release one more. This movie, or this summer, I should say, is bananas for comic book movie fans. I mean, you know, as a comic book fan myself, you know, pretty much my whole life, this summer is kind of like what we would love to see almost every summer, you know, because we're getting to see the Avengers, which was really, really good. The Dark Knight Rises, which, oh man, it's probably going to be one of my favorite movies ever. And a movie that I wasn't really that excited for when I first heard about it, The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, yeah, when I first heard about this movie, I was like, you know, big deal. They're making another Spider-Man movie. They made 3 already. They were okay. The third one wasn't the greatest. I didn't like their interpretation of Venom. But the first 2 were really, really good. I remember loving the first Spider-Man film with Green Goblin. I remember loving it. The second one is the best of the 3 with Doc Ock, in my opinion, the best of the 3. But I just love Dr. Octopus. He's just amazing. And I'm happy to see they're going a new direction now, and they're going to bring in the Lizard for the reboot of the of Spider-Man. And what is kind of revealed in this trailer, the third trailer, is that they're going to be taking a new take on Spider-Man. They're going to be sort of, or whatever was done in the last 3 movies, forget about it. There's going to be a reboot, and he's basically in high school. It looks like the premise of this movie is going to be a couple things. There's going to be, it looks like 3 main themes from what I can see from the trailer number 3. Pretty much we've got Emma Stone playing Gwen Stacy, whose dad is some kind of police, high-ranking police officer, maybe police chief, that type of thing. And pretty much Spider-Man is an outlaw, so they're going to be, the police are after him. He's basically not viewed as a good guy in the eyes of the citizens or the police department. So that's an interesting theme to have in the movies, that Spider-Man is not really the good guy. He's actually, in the eyes of the police, the bad guy, which is interesting, first off. The fact that he's in high school is also interesting. The second main theme looks like it's going to be, obviously, the Lizard, having the Lizard in there, so sort of having that whole, you know, person that Peter will look up to end up, you know, when he gets to learn more about the situation, be a villain. So who's going to try to eat his face, you know. So that's an interesting theme too as well. And yeah, so what was I going somewhere else with that? I forget. And the fact that he's in high school, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to cover. The police, the Lizard, and him being in high school. Oh, no, sorry. The third one I was going to say is the whole theme with his parents, and pretty much him finding out the truth about his parents and what really happened to them and all this kind of stuff, which I don't remember, you know, I don't remember it from Spider-Man. Now, here's the thing with me is that I used to like Spider-Man a lot. I loved his cartoon in the 90s, Spider-Man, the animated series. I do enjoy pretty much seeing Spider-Man in crossover events, but I don't read Spider-Man comic book. I don't pick it up. I also don't pick up Ultimate Spider-Man, but I have heard that there's some interesting stuff going on with that. And they had like another Spider-Man they added on, that kind of stuff, Death of Spider-Man, all of that that's been going on. So I'm not well versed in that to that level to be able to comment on that, because I'm not that big of a fan of Spider-Man generally. But you know, this movie, it looks spectacular. You know, it looks amazing. You know, to see the CG and everything. So obviously, going to be a huge fan of this, regardless of whether or not, like Spider-Man, I think is one of those characters that obviously I know why people like him, but I find it a little bit hard to relate to him. I do like him, but his story has just been done so many times that, you know, I've heard it and everything. It's hard for me to relate. So it seems like they might be taking a different take on it, which I like, and creating their own type of universe for Spider-Man to work with. It also looks like he uses, instead of having the spider webbing come out of his veins now, he's going to actually use a device, and, you know, just like he would in the comic books of old, and shoot the webbing and have refills and canisters and that kind of stuff, and actually make it and create it himself. Which I think is really, really cool, because that's kind of the way that I think of Spider-Man. You know, I don't think of him as having webbing come out of his veins. I just think that's kind of like what? Like I don't know. It's okay, I guess, but I like the classic, cartridges thing a little bit better personally. So that's the first little bit of what I think about it. The kid in high school thing, we haven't really seen that. We've seen him in, or have we seen that? I forget if it was college or high school before. But yeah, I mean, obviously he's going to be in high school. You get to see the whole thing with he's being picked on by bullies, and then he's going to, come back after he gets bitten by the spider. Or maybe they'll change the origin. Who knows what will happen? But obviously he's going to come back and, kick their asses after probably. That kind of stuff. There's some cool scenes with the spider webbing, with what he's creating and everything, with him testing it, looking like he's making it. So that looks cool. Obviously, you've got Spider-Man's funny, witty comebacks and all that kind of stuff. The kid who's playing him looks really, really young. Like, he actually looks like he would be in high school for the most part. I mean, he just looks really young. He's small and everything like that. So, obviously, a young Spider-Man. Interested to see what they think about, what they, how they're going to spin the parents, the whole thing with his parents, how they're going to introduce the lizard into it as his, maybe a teacher, this kind of stuff, and then have him end up being the villain afterwards. And the runtime of the movie is going to be 90 minutes. So pretty much, like I said, this is a movie that I wasn't looking forward to at first a year ago or 2 years ago when I heard about it. I was like, oh, they're going to make another Spider-Man movie, big deal. But now that I see the trailer, I see the CG, I'm like, wow, man, like just blown away at the computer graphics in this movie. They just look crazy. Like, most of them look really fluid and real, but almost like a stylized reality, like a high-tech stylized type of reality, and it just looks amazing. I mean, honestly, I think the CG in this will be a lot better than it was in the Avengers. It just looks crazy. The lizard himself looks like he'll probably be almost all CG. And he looks good, like really good. Like all the scenes they show of him chasing after Peter and everything just look amazing. So I can't wait to see this. I'll be really excited to see it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Do you think it'll be better than Spider-Man 2 was? I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to go back and watch Spider-Man 2 again pretty soon because, I mean, that's an amazing movie. And it's been a while since I've seen it, so I'll have to watch that again before I check this movie out. But I will do a review for the movie after it comes out. I'll definitely see it probably opening weekend. It's going to come out July 3rd, so that's pretty good timing. A couple weeks before The Dark Knight Rises comes out July 30th. No, sorry, 20th. So, yeah, they shouldn't conflict with each other. People will see the Avengers now, go see Spider-Man when it comes out in July, and then go see The Dark Knight Rises after that, probably. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about it later, guys. Peace.